Evening to each one of us, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that all of us are doing okay. Is that true? All right, then. That is perfect. That is good to know. Because in today's lesson, I want us to emphasize some very two uh, contradicting words in German, right? Now, the two words that I'd like us to see today, this is eher and the other one, which is eher. I want us to see the two of them, to see the difference, and also when to use each one of them differently, okay? All right, then. So, for those of you who don't know me, just call me Teacher Fred. I can see Rakesh. Rakesh, how are you? I believe you're also doing okay, even as we get to start, correct? All right, then. Now, what I want us to mention today, most of us mentioned that they normally have a challenge differentiating when to use ear with a small I and also when to use ear with the capital I. Rakesh, if you could hear me from your end, which level are you currently in? Which level are you currently in? And how are you finding German so far? Even as we get to start, how are you finding it so far? Honestly speaking, from your end, how are you finding the process as you continue? Right, now, as you get to answer that, just get somewhere to write because I want us to break this one down in details. Oh, Rakesh, you're in A2. That is wunderbar. That is nice to know. Yeah, I'm pleased to know that. All right, then. Now, I want us to see. Let's begin with this first one. Let's begin with the small I HR. Now, kindly ensure as you are copying it down, please put it into a small letter because if you put it into capital, it would mean something else. So it will always be in small unless it is beginning your sentence, okay? So this ear, this one here means ha. Now it has three different meanings, okay? So this ear means ha. That's the first meaning. Number two, the same ear, the same ear means there. Look at that. So it means ha. It also means there. All right. And then number three, the same ear, it also means you. That is the plural of do. Plural of do. Look at that. So you see this ear means ha. Okay. This ear, it means ha. It also means there. And then it also means you, the plural of do. All right. So let's now give some examples in sentences for us to see them in details, right? Now, maybe you want to say, her father is rich. Her father is rich. Now, I'd like you to also try from your end. How would you say her father is rich? Her father, remember we said that the first meaning is her, right? Normally it's small letter, but of course, if you begin a sentence, you will proceed to begin with a capital letter. So, her father is rich. Now, this one I would say like this. Now, you can see I'm now beginning with a capital letter because that is at the beginning of a sentence, right? So, er Vater ist reich. Look at that. Ihr Vater ist reich. Now, this sentence here, this can mean her father, right? This ihr Vater, it could mean her father is rich, and then the same sentence also means their father is rich. You see that? So this is her father is rich. It also means their father is rich. Okay. All right. Let's get number two. Now, how would we say? How would you proceed to say that their car is not here? Now, I'd like you from your end to also try. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. How would you say their car is not here? Their car is not here. How would you say that? Now, I'd like you to also try. Their car is not here. Now, you remember that when we're using the possessive pronouns, we have to consider the gender of the noun, right? Is it feminine? Is it masculine? Etc. etc. Right? So their car is not here. Now this one, your eventual answer would become ihr Auto. Their car is not here. Ihr Auto ist nicht. Ihr Auto ist nicht here. Look at that. Their car is not here. Ihr Auto ist nicht here. So you are seeing from the three meanings of this here, we said number one, it's ha. The same here means there, and then it also means you. Now this is you in the plural of do. Now if it's singular, it is do. And then plural, you would now use ear. All right, when referring to many people. So you tell a lot of people, you are in Germany. Now let's imagine you're talking to a number of people. You have to tell them, guys, you are in Germany. Now I would use this you for ear. You are in Germany. You would now say, ihr seid. Ihr seid in Deutschland. Ihr seid in Deutschland. Now this would mean you are in Germany. Ihr seid in Deutschland, okay? Now let's get the last example. You want to say, is this her house, right? Is this her house? Cesar also says, ihr seid in Deutschland. Right, now how would someone say, is this her house? Now I'd like you to also try. How would you say, is this her house? Right, now again, if I could proceed to say, is this her house? Now you would say something like this. Is this her house? Ist das, right? Ist das her? Now to say, ihr, small I, house. Ist das ihr Haus? Look at that. Ist das ihr Haus? So is this her house or is that her house? Yeah. So from the breakdown, now remember that this ear, small I, it would mean her, their, or even you. But it is normally small. When you begin a sentence, it's capital. But when it comes in the middle, you would put it into small. All right. Now, how about this other one? How about this other one? Now, for this one, it will always be in capital. This one, it will always be in capital. Whether at the beginning of a sentence, in the middle, whatever part of the sentence you put it, it will always be in capital. So let's get its meaning. Now, this here with a capital I, this one here now means you are. This one here now means you are. Remember, it's always capital I. All right, it means you are. All right, you will use it in the Z form, used in the Z form, the one that is normally about the polite setups. Okay, so remember the A with the capital, it will always be in capital, whether at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, because it is referring to the Z form, the one that is used commonly in the formal setup. Okay, so you are talking to somebody, maybe a stranger. You want to tell them, you want to ask them, what is your name? What is your name? What is your name? Now, in German, when you ask somebody the name, don't ask with was ist. Instead, you would use wie. What is your name? Wie ist, now you use the capital I, Name. Look at that. Now you can see we're now using the one with the capital I. Wie ist Ihr Name? Look at that, capital I. It doesn't mean how is your name. It now means what is your name. If you respond, you'd say, mein Name ist, and then you say, so, wie ist Ihr Name? Mein Name ist, and then you proceed to say your name. Okay. Now let's see another example. You want to say, this is not her mother. Sorry, this is not your mother. All right, you would now say, das ist nicht, this is not your mother. Das ist nicht. Now, because in German, whenever we use the possessive pronoun, we use it depending on the gender. Right? So I want to say, this is not your mother. Das ist nicht ihre Mutter. Look at that. Das ist nicht ihre Mutter. Now, there's a good question from Sasa. Sasa, you are asking, can we use er in both singular and plural? Yes. Now, the only difference is that if you're referring to a singular noun, you would use er. But if you're now referring to a plural noun, you would now add an e, like in this one. So you want to say, these are your books. These are your books. Now, how do you say, these are your books? Now, you would say something like this. Das sind, these are your books. Das sind. Now, because books is plural, normally in plural, we add an e in nominative. So I would say, das sind ihre, these are your books. Das sind ihre, then you have Bücher. Look at that. Das sind ihre Bücher. These are your books. All right. These. So I believe you now see how it changes, right? Remember, if it's singular and the noun is masculine, just say er. But if it's plural, now you would add an e. Das sind ihre Bücher. These are your books. All right. Let's see two more examples. This is good to see two more examples. You want to ask somebody, is this, how to say, is this your aunt? I would like you to try. Is this your aunt? How do you say that? Still maintaining the ear. Is this your aunt? Now, because aunt is feminine, and we've mentioned that for feminine and the plural, we add an e, right? So, is this your aunt? Now, I would say, ist das, and then you say ihre. Ist das ihre Tante? Ist das ihre Tante? Is this your aunt? All right. Now, how about you see the last example? Let's now get to see the last example. You want to say, your parents are here. Your parents are here. Now you'd say, your parents are here. Ihre. Now I'm using ihre specifically because parents is plural, right? So ihre Eltern, right? Ihre Eltern sind hier. Look at that. Your parents are here. Ihre Eltern sind hier. Your parents are here, right? So that is, or those are the difference that lies between ear, small I, and this ear, all right? Remember, this ear is her, bear, or you, okay? And you saw the examples. And then this other one, capital I, we've said it only means you are, used in the Z form, the one for polite form, all right? All right, then. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you can now comfortably proceed to use ear and ear. For those who joined in late, I'm going to post this video. You'll be able to rewatch and rewatch. I would like that after you've watched, for you to go ahead and form examples. You know, the best way to practice is form examples and then send the sentences to your friends who are also learning German. And also feel free to share this video, like this video. If you're looking to enroll, please feel free to also comment down below and I would share with you the email. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, das ist alles für heute. Tschüss. I will be seeing you in the next one.